My sister used to bully our little brother relentlessly, screaming, blaming, and locking him outside in winter. Now she wants to stay in my apartment because she's hurting. I told her no, and suddenly I'm the villain of the family? Am I wrong for protecting my peace, even if it means saying no to someone in pain? This one's about trauma, boundaries, and whether time alone is enough to excuse the past. Hey everyone, I'm 23, and I live alone in a small but cozy apartment that I've worked hard for. Rent's not cheap and space is tight, but it's mine, my safe zone, my reset button. I work full-time, budget carefully, and try not to make waves. I keep to myself, pay my bills, and respect my neighbors. That's why this whole thing with my sister has thrown my world upside down. My older sister, who's 28, recently went through a bad breakup. After a big blow-up with her ex, she reached out to me and asked if she could stay with me, just for a few weeks. Her exact words were, "I just don't want to be alone right now." And listen, on paper, it's not a crazy ask. We're sisters. Family. She needed a place. I have one. But I said no. And that's no? It has launched World War Family. Because this wasn't just about a couch to crash on. This was about everything that came before. See, when we were growing up, my sister was mean. Not just to me. We had our typical sibling arguments, but to our younger brother. He's 2 years younger than me, so he was about 10 during the worst of it. And I truly, to this day, believe she bullied him. She'd scream at him constantly, blame him for things she did, call him names, mock him in front of her friends, and worst of all, our parents always believed her. One day, and I'll never forget this, he was being too annoying, and she locked him outside in the middle of winter. He stood out there for nearly an hour, crying, while she played video games inside with the heat on. When I opened the door and saw him, his hands were beet red from the cold. He didn't even want to talk, just quietly came in and sat on the floor. I told our mom what happened. She brushed it off. They're just siblings. They'll grow out of it. But it wasn't just one bad day. My little brother used to cry in my room at night because he was convinced no one liked him. He thought he was the family's mistake. He once asked if he could change his name, just so maybe people would like him more. He was 10. So when I moved out, I started inviting him over on weekends. Took him to movies, made his favorite meals, just gave him a break from the house. He could relax, be silly, breathe. Now he's 21. We're incredibly close. He's in school, doing better emotionally, and has a great friend group. But he's gone, no contact with our sister. And I don't blame him, because she's never apologized, never acknowledged it, never even joked awkwardly like, "Hey, I was a jerk, huh?" Nothing. Silence. So when she asked to stay at my place, that decade of pain, it came roaring back. I didn't yell. I didn't attack. I just told her, "I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable with that. I hope you can understand." She didn't understand. She blew up. Accused me of being dramatic. Said I was punishing her for childhood stuff. Called me cold and heartless. Then she ran to our mom. Cue the guilt trip. She's going through a breakup. You're holding a grudge. She's your sister. My mom even said, "You're letting the past destroy our family. Don't be petty." Petty? I watched a little boy grow up feeling like no one wanted him. I spent nights convincing him he mattered. I made space for him when no one else would. And now I'm the villain? Look, I'm not saying people can't change. I believe in growth. I've seen it. But change without accountability isn't real. My sister didn't ask, "Can I stay with you, and also, can we talk about the past?" She didn't say, "I know I hurt our brother, and I want to make it right." She just showed up, hurting, expecting me to be her safe place when she was never that for others. So that's the crux of it. Am I being cruel? Am I holding a grudge? Or am I finally refusing to let emotional debt pile up on my doorstep? My apartment is small. My peace is sacred. And I'm not obligated to reopen old wounds just because someone finally needs a band-aid. To be fair, she's hurt. She just lost her relationship. Maybe she's finally realizing she needs people. But when people remember you as cruel, You don't just get to walk back into their lives like it didn't happen. If she had called and said, "I know we have history, but I'd like to talk and make things right first," this might be a different story. But she didn't. She expected my home, my time, my comfort without apology, without reflection. And when I said no, she called me heartless. Am I wrong for refusing to let someone who once deeply hurt our family come crashing into my safe space when she's never acknowledged or tried to fix that pain? Or am I punishing someone for the past when they're struggling in the present? Sometimes protecting your peace looks like shutting the door, even when family is knocking. Forgiveness is a gift. Trust is earned. And just because we're related doesn't mean I owe you my sanctuary. So tell me, am I wrong for saying no to my sister when she had nowhere else to go? Alright, it's judgment time. Was I too cold, or was this a case of too little, too late? Drop your vote in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story if you've ever been guilt-tripped into giving more than you had to give. This isn't just a family story. It's about healing, history, and learning when to protect your peace at all costs.